Pro-Palestinian groups are demonstrating downtown right now. And WGN's Mike Lowe is joining us live from the scene with more tonight. Mike?
Ray and Micah, good evening to both of you. We are at Congress Plaza near the corner of South Michigan Avenue and Ida B. Wells. And as you can see behind me, hundreds and hundreds of pro-Palestinian protesters have come to this plaza to protest and voice their concerns over what's happening in the Middle East right now. We also spoke with Jewish leaders today, and both sides seem to agree. As you look at Skycam right now and the scale of this protest, both sides seem to agree that they want the violence to end. They just can't agree on how to accomplish that.
The occupation! The occupation!
A group of protesters from the Chicago Coalition for Justice in Palestine rallied in downtown Chicago.
Long live Palestine!
To condemn what they characterized as Israeli aggression, hoping their calls for peace echoed from the Magnificent Mile to the Gaza Strip.
And we're here as Chicagoans from our community, but also from all other communities in solidarity with us, to demand that Israel stop these attacks and to demand that our government in the United States force Israel to stop these attacks.
A major crisis has erupted in the Middle East. Dozens have been killed. Overnight, Israeli forces bombarded the Gaza Strip with airstrikes. Several leaders of the militant group Hamas were killed. Hamas has responded by firing more than 1,000 rockets at Israeli cities. This is the latest escalation of tensions that have lingered here for decades.
This is all the responsibility of the Israeli government.
While Palestinian groups condemn Israeli military action, Jay Takath, the executive vice president of the Jewish United Fund in Chicago, says there's a distinction.
We should not confuse the arsonist with the firefighter. The arsonist lights the fire, and the firefighter responds and tries to put it out.
He says he's worried that the latest outbreak of violence could escalate into a full-scale war with ramifications beyond the Middle East.
Israel is responding with restraint and proportionate force. Its targets are terrorists that it is aiming to attack. Hamas, in contrast, is specifically aiming for civilians, and it is all too often hitting and killing only civilians.
Today, United Airlines announced the cancellation of flights from Chicago to Tel Aviv, a worrisome development for Takath, whose son is in Israel now.
He is okay, thankfully. He, like all too many other Israelis, spending most of the nights in a air raid bomb bunker.
Meantime, pro-Palestinian protesters in Chicago say they stand in solidarity with those in the Middle East, arguing the violence is really the venting of long-standing frustrations. They say Palestinians face discrimination and displacement and are calling to an end of what they call the Israeli occupation.
It's the Palestinians who responded in self-defense because the Israelis have been attacking us with impunity.
And here is another live look at the massive crowd here at Congress Plaza in downtown Chicago. These are pro-Palestinian protesters who have come to call for the freeing of Palestine from Israeli occupation, in their words. Crowd organizers estimate that this is about 1,000 people, maybe more, here right now. And of course, a lot of this goes back to the holy city of Jerusalem, of course, an important city for three major religions: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. And tonight, Cardinal Blase Cupich of Chicago has issued a statement saying, quote, "I join my prayer to the Holy Fathers in the hope that all parties heed the call of God of peace, the God of mercy, the creator of all, who wants all people to abjure violence and injustice with the aim of securing lasting peace." Now back live once again here in Congress Plaza. This crowd plans to march down Michigan Avenue later this evening and continue calling for peace in the Middle East. Reporting live in downtown Chicago, Mike Lowe, WGN News.